Once a dominant force in the realm of social media, Twitter is now teetering on the edge of collapse, with Elon Musk at the helm. Disturbing trends and data paint a bleak picture, showing a steady decline in user engagement and eroding confidence among advertisers. As emerging competitors like Threads by Meta enter the scene, Twitter is grappling with the difficulty of generating revenue, and its struggle to monetize is becoming increasingly apparent. Brace yourself to discover the fate of your Twitter account as we delve into the obstacles that have weakened Twitter's core and the controversial firestorms that have sparked intense outrage. Since Elon Musk's takeover, Twitter has been marred by chaos and controversy. Technical glitches and issues have become commonplace, leaving users frustrated and disillusioned. Musk's unconventional decision-making has raised concerns and led to the departure of major news outlets, eroding trust in the platform. While some supporters appreciate Musk's commitment to free speech, the reality is that Twitter has become increasingly unreliable under his leadership. Just last week, in a startling turn of events, Twitter made a decision that has sent shockwaves throughout the platform, leaving users and advertisers in a state of disbelief. With little warning or explanation, Twitter implemented a drastic change, limiting the number of visible tweets users can see in their timelines. The reverberations of this decision have been felt far and wide, casting a shadow of uncertainty over the platform's future. The once bustling and vibrant timeline has been transformed into a curated selection, carefully handpicked by algorithms shrouded in secrecy. The sense of anticipation and discovery that once defined the Twitter experience has been dampened, leaving users feeling shortchanged and disconnected. However, the impact extends beyond disgruntled users. Advertisers and marketers who rely on Twitter's expansive reach to promote their brands and engage with their target audience now face a disheartening reality. With a reduced number of tweets being visible to users, the effectiveness and visibility of sponsored content and advertisements have taken a significant hit. This sudden limitation threatens to disrupt the delicate balance between advertisers' investment and the return on their advertising dollars. However, the demise of Twitter extends far beyond that one decision. The data paints a troubling picture of Twitter's current state, revealing a significant decline in user engagement. According to SimilarWeb's findings, Twitter witnessed an alarming 8% drop in web traffic last month compared to the same period in the previous year. This downward trend has persisted for the past 3 months, indicating a sustained erosion of user interest in the platform. Furthermore, Twitter's Android app witnessed a significant decline of 9.8% in daily active users in March compared to the previous year. Moreover, the exodus of advertisers further exacerbates Twitter's woes. Sensor Tower's data reveals that over half of Twitter's top advertisers prior to Musk's acquisition have abandoned the platform. Their departure is fueled by concerns surrounding Musk's unpredictable online presence and controversial behavior, leading them to seek alternative advertising channels. These compelling statistics paint a stark reality for Twitter. The significant decline in user engagement, coupled with the loss of key advertisers, highlights a lack of confidence in the platform's future under Musk's leadership. With dwindling user numbers and eroding revenue streams, Twitter's path forward appears increasingly uncertain. Twitter has faced multiple obstacles in its quest to monetize the platform, which adds to its complex situation. The loss of advertisers' support intensifies the challenge of generating revenue, as it becomes increasingly imperative for Twitter to explore alternative strategies. One such endeavor is the launch of Twitter Blue, a subscription-based service that provides users with enhanced features and exclusive perks. However, despite some initial curiosity, the adoption of Twitter Blue has encountered limited success. Convincing users to pay for features that were once freely available poses a significant obstacle for Twitter. The transition from a free model to a subscription-based one requires offering compelling incentives and a clear value proposition. However, with intense competition in the social media realm, users have grown accustomed to accessing platforms without cost, making it difficult for Twitter to justify the added expense. As a result, Twitter stands at a critical juncture, urgently needing to establish sustainable revenue streams. The platform must explore innovative ways to monetize while carefully balancing user satisfaction and financial viability. Failing to achieve this risks further diminishing its appeal to users and potential investors, exacerbating the existing challenges in its fight for survival in an ever-changing digital landscape. Another striking blow to Twitter's downward spiral is the deteriorating user experience, eroding its status as a go-to platform for major news events. Users now view Twitter as less journalist-friendly, diminishing its appeal to industry professionals who rely on the platform to break stories and engage with their audience. To make matters worse, the rise of visually oriented social media platforms like TikTok has lured users away from Twitter's text-based environment. In the face of this ever-changing digital landscape, Twitter is desperately trying to stay relevant and tackle the formidable task of adapting to evolving user expectations. The allure of visual visually captivating content has reshaped what users demand, leaving Twitter scrambling to keep up and losing ground in the competition for user attention. The risk of becoming an afterthought in the fast-paced social media arena looms large as Twitter struggles to captivate a generation obsessed with visually driven experiences. In order to revive its fading influence, Twitter faces a harsh truth. Its conventional methods are losing the fight for users' attention. To stay relevant, the platform must swiftly reinvent the user experience, incorporating innovative features that can rival the captivating visual appeal of platforms like TikTok. As if Twitter's challenges weren't daunting enough, a new competitor has emerged at the perfect moment in the digital landscape. Meta, spearheaded by the visionary Mark Zuckerberg, has unveiled its highly anticipated social media platform, Threads, just when dissatisfaction among Twitter users has reached its peak. Threads, with its enticing new features and user-centric design, presents a glimmer of hope for those disenchanted with Twitter's recent developments. As frustration mounts and users yearn for a platform that prioritizes their needs, Meta's strategic launch of Threads couldn't have come at a more perfect time. This new contender has the potential to captivate disheartened Twitter users, enticing them with the promise of a vibrant and unhindered social media experience. As the battle for user loyalty heats up, Twitter finds itself facing a formidable opponent in Threads, leaving the fate of the social media landscape hanging in the balance. As the curtains fall on Twitter's tumultuous journey, it becomes evident that multiple factors have converged to shape its decline. The controversial leadership of Musk, coupled with a disheartening erosion of user engagement and eroding advertiser confidence, has cast a dark shadow over the platform's once glowing reputation. The path to survival lies in the ability to adapt swiftly to the evolving preferences of users and to confront the rising tide of competitors entering the social media arena. The future of Twitter hangs precariously in the balance, its destiny uncertain, as it strives to regain user trust, reignite engagement, and reclaim its throne in the ever-changing landscape of digital interaction. At this critical juncture, Twitter faces a defining moment in its trajectory. Will it rise anew, fueled by innovation and resilience, or fade into obscurity as a cautionary tale?